Hey guys, it is me, Tanya, founder of the TNG Designs Group Limited. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. So in today's videos, we're going to be talking about why personal branding is important for your business. And yes, it most definitely is important for your business because here's why. Well, you're going to wait and watch to the actually end of this video to find out exactly why. But I'm going to share with you essentially three key main things that will help you to understand this aspect. Because if you don't get what these 3 points are, well, it'll be the difference between you continuously hitting and hoping and fingers crossed something's going to be sticking at the virtual wall, right? So that your audience actually get to understand who you are. It'll be that versus them actually seeking you out, them actually understanding who you are versus who your competitors are, and them equally choosing you versus your competitors as well. That part, right? So essentially, folks, I need you to be able to stick to the very, very end to be able to understand exactly what those are going to be. And more importantly, you're going to be finding out exactly what gift I have for me to you to be able to share with you so that you can go ahead and elevate and escalate within your business even further and get all the eyes on your business as you deserve. But before you get stuck into this video, please make sure that you go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that little bell so you do not miss out on anything that I go ahead and upload in the future for sure. Folks, without further ado, let's go ahead and get stuck into this. Okay, so as I said, we're going to be talking about why personal branding is important for your business. Right. Now, as I said to you, there's going to be 3 main key things that I'm going to be touching base on within this particular video. The number one thing I need you to be able to really home in on, aside from your VPV, so I'm glad you were already thinking about it. If you weren't, go ahead and watch my other videos as to understand why I keep saying about the VPV. But essentially, the number one thing you want to make sure that you are really realizing when it comes to using your personal branding for your actual business brand as well, you need to understand what is it that you're actually known for. Now, the reason why we're sharing this is because not only do your clients, your customers, your prospects, all of your audience who are actually seeing your content, who are actually seeing you, when they come across your page, when they come across who it is that you are from the very, very beginning, they need to get, do you actually know who they are? Do you actually understand what their problems are? And do you have a way of making sure that their problems will be fixed or their problems will be able to be moved from, right? Because if you're not sharing that, if you're not sharing what it is that you are known for, and especially how you're actually going to be helping your clients or your prospects or your audience in general, well, then they're going to be going to your competitors. They'll be overlooking you because they don't quite get it. And they'll be overlooking you because, do you know what? They don't quite see how you can actually help them. Or equally, they won't even value what it is that you're doing. Only because you haven't shared what it is you're known for. So go ahead and share what you're known for so that your personal brand can actually start pushing and reinforcing your business brand. Share what it is, because another key example, think about Virgin. Who typically comes to mind, right? It would be Richard Branson. And typically, you know Richard Branson first before you know Virgin first, right? Well, it is because of that. When you have a strong personal brand, that helps to literally drive home your business, people start understanding what it is that you're known for. People start understanding what your cause is and will equally want to support that. It's just a natural way of thinking. It's a natural way of progressing. And it's a natural way of taking your customer, your client, your prospect on that branded journey with you from the start of your personal brand all the way through into your business. So think about that. So the number 2 thing that I want to make sure that you're actually thinking of is, how are you setting yourself apart from others? And I'm going to say that again. How are you setting yourself apart from others? So essentially, this is the lead on from what you're known for, right? When you are really thinking about how you are different compared to your competitors, when you're really thinking about what it is that makes you, and equally you, the go-to person, to be that expert, to be that authoritative figure, to be the one to be able to take your customer, your client, and your prospect to that next step, you'll know how to make sure that you tap into what's known as your UHP. And it's what I commonly reference off the back of being on an audio platform as your unique human point. Now, your unique human point is essentially what will help to drive home the idea of what you're known for. Your unique human point is what helps you to set yourself from others, especially your competitors. And when you know what your unique human point is, well, then you know how to speak to your audience. You know exactly what it is that you need to home in on so that they understand that they're equally, you understand them. So think about that. What is your unique human point? Your unique human point will help to drive home the idea of how your personal brand can equally reinforce or literally push forwards your actual business brand as well. So really think about that. So what are you known for? And what is your unique human point? Now, this third thing that you should always be super mindful of, and why essentially having a personal brand is super important for your business brand, right? Or to even just help boost the awareness of your business. Ever since, I would even say a little bit before the pandemic as well, but since we've come out of the pandemic, and some might argue we're probably still in the pandemic, depending on what you're referring to as the pandemic, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But essentially, folks, when we came out of the idea of lockdown, right? The idea of understanding that people want to now see people running businesses, people want to see a face behind the business, is more apparent now more than ever. Now, yes, it was apparent just a little bit before the actual whole idea of lockdown and the whole pandemic stage, right? It was apparent then. However, I feel like it's really been blown up to the maximum. People really need to understand that who is it that I'm buying from? So essentially, folks, you need to always be mindful of when it does come to your personal brand and how it can actually boost the awareness of your business. Understand this phrase is that people buy from people, right? So with your personal brand, understanding who you are, what you're known for, what your UHP is, you actually get to drive home the idea of you being the person, you being the people that people relate to, right? When people can relate to you, when people understand your story, when people can resonate with your story even more so, that's how you start driving home the idea of what your business is about. And that's how you start driving home the idea of the awareness of what you can actually do and why you do it. That part. Why do you do it? People buy from people because they want to see the face behind the business. They want to understand who the person is. And when they get to understand who that person is, they get to relate once again to that person. So folks, there's a reason why I repeated it, because it's super important. And when you start driving home the idea of how your personal brand can literally help drive the idea of what your business is about, you're going to start getting it. You're going to start standing and speaking about your business all the more certain, because you understand what your personal brand is about. You understand how you can help others with the value of what it is that you're doing. And equally, you understand the vision of your business. You understand why it really is to be this way, why it really is how you're going to be helping others, and equally why you really are doing what you're doing, because you get your personal brand. Your personal brand will help to drive home your business. I cannot repeat it enough, folks. Remember that whole factor of repetition equals reputation. This is where it stems from, right? Build your personal brand, build your business brand, and watch the awareness all grow together, continuously making sure that your customer, your client, and your prospects travel along that business brand journey with you. So there we have it, folks. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that this video resonated with you. Please go ahead, like, share, and even comment underneath this video. Let me know your thoughts about it. Let me know what resonated with you, what you've learned from this video, even more so. And as always, folks, this is my gift from me to you. This is a super jam-packed guide. Within this guide, that's attached to the link that's in the description box below here, right below this video, you're going to understand not only what your VPV is and what it should be for your business, regardless of how long you've actually been in business. Please go ahead and use it, because guess what? You're growing within business. You're evolving within business. The idea of what it is and why you're doing it has probably changed, but you haven't actually tapped back into what that actually is. Use your VPV for what it is today, not for what it was when you actually started, to be able to understand right now, how can I grow my personal brand? How can I use my personal brand equally to be able to grow my business? So check that out, folks. Go ahead and click on the link that's in the description box below. Get your guide and equally understand how you can keep moving forwards with the brand awareness for your business. So folks, I'm going to leave it there and I will see you on the other side.